On day 1, I spawned in as a baby HYDRA with only 6 hearts. Whoa, I'm tiny. All of a sudden, a witch came running and yelling at me.
Come here, you little HYDRA. You're just what I need to finish my potion.
I tried slithering away, but the witch was so fast.
Where do you think you're going? You're mine.
I got cornered by some trees, so I turned around and saw her approaching me.
What you doing just standing there? Attack, you idiots!
I listened to my bad head and sprayed poison at her.
My eyes!
This gave me enough time to run away. Then, my good head started talking to me.
Now that wasn't very kind of you, was it?
Huh? I didn't know that both of my other heads had minds of their own, but I thought it was kind of cool.
You're lame! Seriously, you're so negative.
While my heads were bickering with each other, I managed to escape the witch. Darkness started setting in, and I needed to find a place to sleep for the night. Ah, a nice little cave. This will do. I nested in the cave and said goodnight to my other heads. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Whatever. On day 2, I looked for a nice place to settle down. I needed a home if I wanted to survive. This looks decent. Now I just need materials. I gathered all the essentials like stone, wood, and even some coal. I can't wait to build my epic base. I used the stone I gathered to make some stone tools, such as a pickaxe and a sword. Now all hostile mobs can fear me. I wasted no time. Building my base was a top priority of mine. It's coming along already. As I was digging into a mountain, my good head and bad head kept yapping, and I was stuck hearing them both argue about being hungry.
Come on, you slowpoke! I'm starving! A grandma could build faster than you! Please, pretty, please get some food.
All right. I'm pretty hungry too. Let's find some prey. I found some pigs, chickens, and cows. I caught them off guard, and it was too late for them. Look at all this meat! I found a village and decided it would be a great idea to steal some of their cattle. Shh, come with me. No one has to know. Suddenly, I was attacked by an iron golem. He didn't want me taking the village's cattle. He used his arms to hurt me really bad. Shoot, I wasn't trying to steal the cattle, I promise. The iron golem was too strong, so I had no choice but to escape empty-handed.
You're such a wimp, Bronzo! If I was in charge, I would have killed that golem with my bare hands! If I had hands!
Yeah, whatever. I returned to my unfinished base and decided to go to sleep, but some creepers barged into my base. Hey, this is private property. Get off! The creepers shuffled towards me and tried to blow me up, but eventually I was able to best them. Woohoo! Yeah, I want to fight. I placed some torches around my base to prevent future infiltrators. Hopefully this does the trick. On day 3, I explored a swamp and came across the witch, talking to a mysterious man. Oh no, not her again.
Hercules, I just need more time. I will have it ready, I promise.
The witch seemed to be apologizing to the man for not having a potion ready.
The last ingredient I need is the head of a HYDRA. I almost cut that sneaky creature.
She wanted my heads. No way was she getting away with this.
We made a deal, witch.
The man threatened to take things into his own hands if she didn't get the potion ready in time.
That Hercules fellow doesn't seem like a nice guy.
Shh, be quiet or you'll get us caught. I watched as the witch and the man argued with each other, and then finally, he left. Oh no, this is not good. They want to hunt me down and take my heads. I needed to come up with a way to survive their plan of attack. I then slithered away as fast as possible. From days 4 through 5, I came to the realization that I had to become stronger if I wanted to defeat the witch. Come on, guys, let's look for something to train against.
Not like we have a choice.
I headed into the woods. There had to be strong opponents living there. Hello? Is anyone here? I'm looking for a trainer. As I ventured through the woods, I heard cries for help. What is that? I should go check it out. As I approached, I found a Cerastes being attacked by a bear. Oh no, what should I do?
You have to help. He's a venom snake after all.
Okay, here goes nothing. I fought off the grizzly bear and killed them all, saving the snake. Don't mention it. Actually, yes, you can subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so you never miss a video. Did you know that only 16% of our viewers are actually subscribed? We need to change that. Everyone subscribe, not just this little snake guy. I liked this little guy a lot, so I decided to take him as my companion and named him Carl. Come on, Carl, let's go to your new home. On days 6 and 8, Carl and I made it back to the base, and it was surrounded by creepers again. Look out, Carl, these things are lethal. Carl and I fought off the creepers and led them away from the base. Some of them inevitably blew up. Nice job, Carl, we did it. Suddenly, I grew into a middle-sized Hydra with 10 hearts. This is awesome. Check it out, guys.
That's great. I'm so happy for us. Enough celebrating. This place looks like a dump now.
Carl and I made some repairs to the base, and I decided to make an animal pen for some livestock. Now we just need some inhabitants. I went out into the woods to find some sheep so I could bring them back to the base. Come on, guys, I got a comfy spot for you, so follow me. I brought the sheep back and gave them a nice piece of land. After that, Carl and I went into the den to go to sleep. Good night, everyone.
Yeah. Good night.
On day 9, I had a wild dream. I was in a coliseum with Hercules, who was standing right in front of me. Stay away from me.
You can run, you can hide, but I will defeat you.
Hercules was planning on attacking me. I needed to find an escape. Why me? I asked him why he wanted to kill me, and he told me that he needed my head as the last ingredient to the witch's potion.
With that, I will be able to transform into my final form.
No, I'm not letting you take any of my heads away from me.
You have no choice. Once I'm in my final form, I can finally overthrow my father in Olympus.
His father was Zeus. I knew him from when I was a god for 100 days, which is totally a video you should check out after finishing up this one. Oh yeah, I know your dad. Yeah, he's a very nice guy. You should not kill him.
Silly Hydra. You cannot decide what I'm going to do.
Hercules didn't care what I had to say. He was determined to kill us both. I'm going to stop you, if it's the last thing I do. I then woke up from my dream and knew I had to go on a mission to defeat Hercules. From days 10 through 12, I went mining to build some more better tools. Look at all this iron. It's all mine. I found enough iron to make an iron pickaxe, axe, and a sword, but I wished I could make armor. Can't have everything, I guess. It was getting late, so I made my way back home. When I got there, I noticed Carl was acting kind of sus. What's wrong, Carl? Everything all right? Carl popped off a bunch of snake skin. It was a pretty gross sight to look at. Oh goodness, I hope you feel better, Carl.
It's not that bad, guys. It's natural. Not bad. I'd rather take my eyes out than look at that.
Carl had enough and stood up for himself, explaining that people pay big money for snakeskin, and armor could even be made from it. I'll have to test this out for myself. I used Carl's shed to make a snakeskin chest plate. Hey, not bad at all.
Looking spiffy. Y'all are super weird.
Well, Carl, if you keep shedding, don't hesitate to hand it over. I got plans for your skin. On days 13 through 16, Carl and I felt our stomachs growl with hunger. Carl, I'm starving. Are you hungry? I headed out into the forest to gather some livestock to eat. Ooh, nice! Some pigs! Immediately after I spotted the pigs, the witch showed up and ran towards me.
I'm here to take your precious little head.
No way, you ugly witch!
Take the good head. It's the annoying idiot on the other side.
We started a fight, but she was too powerful. She pulled out a dagger as we fought, and I immediately jumped back.
Just give me your head, will ya?
Thankfully, I was able to escape before she slashed my head. That was close. On my way back home, I came across a lovely small village. It even had several farms where I knew I could find some food. Man, there's so much to eat. I hope the villagers don't get scared of me. As I gathered the crops from the farm, I noticed an alligator was killing all the villagers. This is really bad. I need to do something. I quickly went up to the alligator and tried talking things out with him. I thought maybe I could convince him to stop. Hey you, these guys are friends, not food. If you want something tasty, go to the swamp nearby. I saw some sheep there. Yeah, I saw like 4 of them. Go before they leave. After a while, crocodile. I successfully convinced the alligator to stop killing the villagers and go look for the sheep instead. The villagers thanked me for saving their lives and gave me tons of different crops. They gave me carrots, potatoes, and some meat. I took the food with me and headed home. On days 17 through 20, I traveled all the way to the desert to collect some cacti so that I could smelt it and turn it into some green dye. Okay, I should be careful while collecting these. I don't want to get pricked. After a while, I got enough to make a bunch of green dye. When I got back home, home, I used the green dye to turn some of my sheep into green sheep. Then I used my shears to collect the wool. This project is gonna be awesome. I began working on my statue. I started with one shade of green for now and focused on the back half of the body. Carl even helped out too. This looks great. Good job, kid. Later on, Carl gave me some more snakeskin. Now I could make snakeskin boots. Yeehaw! I'm like a cowboy now. I had to become stronger. I sought out some help and ran into some hippogriffs. Hey guys, I'm looking for some Oh boy, you guys aren't friendly, are you? The hippogriffs attacked me, using their beaks and claws to pierce my skin. I had no choice but to fight back. Yeah, how do you like poison? Eventually, I killed a few of the hippogriffs, but some of them got away. Oh, I better keep moving before they change their minds and come back for me. On days 21 through 23, I came across a camp of satyrs in the middle of some kind of revelry. It looks like they're having a jolly good time. The satyrs were playing the pan flute and jamming out together. Hi there, friends. Can I join along? They offered me food and shelter for the night and even invited me to the big campfire celebration. Wow, guys, thanks for inviting me. We all gathered around the campfire and shared some stories. They even told me the story of the Minotaur and the Labyrinth, who was locked away in the maze by Daedalus and his son Icarus, which gave me the shivers. Oh no, no way! I hope I never have to go there. I didn't want to deal with the beast. The only beast I wanted to fight was Hercules. I told them about my mission to stop Hercules from killing me, and they told me about the Gorgon. They shared that the Gorgon liked snakes, and that we would probably get along. Thanks for the advice, guys. I'm gonna get some rest before I go searching. It was on days 24 through 28, in which I left the satyr base. Bye guys, thanks for everything. I traveled all day and eventually came across an olive forest. Whoa, look at the color of the trees. I've never seen anything like this before. I pulled out my trusty axe and started chopping down the wood and started cutting down the leaves to get olives. Ooh, I could use this wood for my base later. Before I knew it, nightfall was approaching. Even worse, I ran into some spiders. Yuck, creepy crawlers, get away from me. I used my sword and my poison to fend off the hairy freaks, but they were fast and used their fangs to get some hits on me. Eventually, I was able to kill all the spiders, and victory was mine for the taking. Ha! Too easy. I turned, and behind me was an arachne, a half woman, half spider mutant.
My children! You will regret this, you ugly three-headed monster!
Hey! They attacked me first! The arachne charged me and used her webs to ensnare me. What the? I can barely move! The queen then summoned some of her baby spiderlings to do her dirty business.
Get in, little ones!
Really? You're using your own kids to fight for you? What kind of mother are you?
The cruel kind.
The battle was close, but eventually I was able to defeat the Queen Arachne and her spiderlings. Bronzo! I should leave now. On days 29 through 33, I finally arrived where the Gorgon lived. Here we are. I can't wait to meet her. The Gorgon spotted me entering her base and was ready to fight. So I immediately told her my plan. Wait, let me explain myself. I told her about how Hercules wanted to kill me and his own father, Zeus, in order to achieve his final form. He's gonna take one of my heads.
I see. Maybe I can help you.
She then explained how my situation reminded her about her sister dying by the hand of Perseus.
My poor sister. I could not save her, but maybe I can save you.
Yay, thank you.
But first, you need to get sharp. I will test your skills in battle and become your sensei.
I was so excited for the Gorgon to be my sensei. We started training together, and she taught me all her coolest moves. We did all kinds of physical training, such as parkour, dodging arrows, and then ended our training with some meditation. I feel like I can do anything. Her training definitely helped, because after we finished our meditation, I grew into a big HYDRA. Wow! I grew into my biggest form. I gained a HYDRA heart, and felt myself get more powerful, because this thing could help me regenerate.
It is time, Bronzo.
The Gorgon said I was ready to fight Hercules. I then thanked her for my training. I knew I could defeat him. On days 34 through 37, I was ready to say goodbye to my sensei and go fight Hercules. Farewell, Gorgon. On my way back home, I made it to the Badlands. This is the perfect stop to gather some resources. I found some terracotta and decided to bring it back with me. Nice. This will be perfect for my statue. The night was quickly approaching me, so I had to keep moving to get back home. I then saw Hercules at the edge of a cave, speaking to a few use shades. I must hide so he doesn't see me. I hid in a ditch. Although it didn't cover me completely, because now I was a big Hydra. Thankfully, Hercules didn't see me. Instead, he wandered off into the forest. I felt like the space was clear, so I started leaving the ditch. And then a shade spotted me. Oh no, now they're going to attack me. I fought against the shades, but thanks to my Hydra heart, their attacks did barely anything, and I was able to defeat them quickly. Yes, I did it. Take that, you stupid ghost. Wow, this brings back memories. After the fight, I quickly left for home before Hercules could see me. On days 38 to 40, I finally returned back home. Carl, I'm back, buddy. Carl had finished shedding, and he even dropped a few extra fangs. With all the snake skin and snake fangs, I was able to finish my armor set. Look at all this armor, and each one has poison. My enemies won't know what hit them. I continued to shear some more sheep and went back to working on the statue. I continued working on the tail, still only using wool. I'll use the terracotta later. My tail is actually very long and goes from really big in the middle to really thin at the back, so I had to make sure the dimensions were all correct.
Shut up! No one asked! Hey! Don't talk to Carl that way!
After all that building, it was time to catch up on some rest. Alright, good night, guys. On days 41 through 43, I went mining for some diamonds so that I could build my tool set. Ooh, look, there's some are. I gathered enough diamonds to craft a sword, an axe, and a pickaxe. Now I have all kinds of nice tools. While I was working on my tool set, my bad head started complaining about how the base looked.
This base looks so lame!
You think so? I could add some nice details to make it look better, as well as fit me. I started smelting cobblestone into stone so that I could use it to build my walls. While I waited for the stone to smelt, I decided it was time to do some digging so that I could make different rooms. To separate each area, I added some walls made out of the stone brick that I had finished smelting. I decorated the rooms with beds, bookshelves, lanterns, and more. I put a lot of detail into the base. That bad head actually had something nice to say about it.
Hey, this base actually looks pretty nice now.
Why, thank you. That's the first nice thing you've said to me.
I take it back then. No takesy backsies.
On days 44 through 49, I was visited by a magical unicorn. They were in dire need of help. Calm down. What's wrong? Oh no, I can't stand this. I'll save him for you. I slithered as fast as I could. I had to save this baby unicorn if it was the last thing I do. I'm on my way, baby unicorn. I sniffed them out and found a group of Makai. They were two-headed freaks with multiple arms, each holding a sword. And behind them was the baby unicorn in a cage. Release that unicorn, you monsters. I instantly charged them and used my arsenal against them. My snakeskin armor protected me well in battle. Haha, get poisoned, you dumbheads. The Makai had so many weapons, it was almost impossible to dodge their attacks. No fair, you guys have arms and I don't. Out of the blue, Carl showed up to help me fight. Go Carl! I knew I could count on you. Carl and I fought tooth and nail against the Makai. It was a tough battle, but eventually with my poison spitballs and Carl's speed, we defeated the two-headed losers. Yeah, we did it! Now let's bring back this baby unicorn. The baby unicorn was back with its mother. Then, the unicorn gave me a staff of healing. Wow, thanks so much! The mama unicorn and the baby then left into the distance. Naturally, I had to test if the staff really worked. Okay, here goes nothing, Carl. Wow! Incredible! This will come in handy anytime you're hurt. Since I can regenerate, I'm gonna keep this around for you. From days 50 through 53, I got back to working on the statue. We have a long way to go. I knew this would take a long time to make, so I got Carl to help me build it. I started by working on the first neck and continued using the same dark green color. I only had enough wool though to make the neck. Couldn't even make my head yet. Ooh, this is looking nice. I'm excited to make the other two necks and make all the heads. I think it's a good time to pay my Gorgon friend a visit. I said bye to Carl and headed out to her base. On my way to visit the Gorgon, I took a wrong turn. Which way am I going? It should be this way, but I'm not sure anymore. I felt like I was starting to get lost, so I headed in another direction. As I was looking for the right way to go, I found the labyrinth of the Minotaur. Hey, I know that guy. The Minotaur spotted me and then charged at me with an attack. You better stay back. Before he could attack me, I reminded myself that I was strong enough to take them on, so I prepared to face them head on. On days 54 through 58, I faced the Minotaur. Turns out, he was actually a really nice guy.
You thought I was going to eat you. No such thing. But you should play my challenge. You could get a decent reward if you're successful.
A challenge? What do I have to do?
Get to the center of my labyrinth, alive, and the reward is yours. If you do not wish to participate, you may leave.
Alive? Well, I'm up for the challenge.
Good luck then.
I was ready. I booked it through the mysterious puzzle, encountering deadly traps along the way. Okay, just gotta check my corners, and I should make it. I kept trucking along, and eventually ran into some feisty spiders. You don't stand a chance against me, the almighty HYDRA. The spiders tested me in numbers, but I was clearly much stronger than they were. I hardly have a dent. I'd run if I were you guys. With time, I defeated the creepy crawlers, and continued towards the center. Immediately after, I ran into some zombies. I slashed their heads and kept moving. As soon as I finished fighting the zombies, some skeletons charged at me with their arrows. This won't be too hard. Beating the skeletons was easy. But then when I turned to the other corner, I encountered hyenas. It's gonna be a little tricky with these hyenas. They're crazy. I fought the hyenas and kept moving. Hopefully, these were the last creatures I needed to fight. Come on, I gotta be close now. It feels like I've been in here for hours. Before me stood a pack of hellhounds. This was surely my last test before reaching the end of the labyrinth. Good boy, good boy. Okay, you're not friendly in the slightest. I have no choice but to slay you. The hellhounds were fast and swift, leaving me to make little to no mistakes. Their sharp teeth targeted my skull, but I wasn't an easy challenge either. You won't break through my armor. It's made of Carl. Hiya! With the final blow to the beast's head, I remained victorious. I reached the center, and there standing was the Minotaur. Wait, how'd you get here?
The trap door right there. Anyways, congratulations. Here's your prize.
A shock pendant? What's this do?
Well, I know this labyrinth probably shocked you in many ways, so it's only fitting. On the chance you are hit by a mob, lightning will strike upon them.
Awesome! On days 59 through 62, I thought I should just head back home before I got more lost. So I said goodbye to the Minotaur. Thank you for the challenge.
Of course. Good luck with the rest of your journey.
As I made my way out of the labyrinth, I ran into some zombies. This is the perfect time to test out my pendant. I fought husks, the zombies of the desert. This reminded me of when I was in a zombie apocalypse for 100 days. Take that, you husks! This pendant was so strong that when it hit them, they were struck by lightning and set on fire. Aha! I won! This pendant works wonders. Just as I beat the husks, I saw the witch show up.
I can do that too.
The witch pulled out a weapon and struck lightning at me. I started to fight the witch, dodging her strikes and using my poison to get ranged attacks on her. You're messing with the wrong guy, you witch.
A potion of poison, perhaps?
She used special potions for self-defense and threw it at me. Luckily, my training with the Gorgon taught me how to shift my body extremely fast, dodging anything that came my way. I was too powerful, so the witch surrendered. Give up now, witch. You'll never defeat me.
Silly Hydra. Just watch. I shall make a new plan and come back for revenge.
Sadly, the witch vanished, and even though I won the battle, I still felt like I lost. From days 63 through 66, I was about to work on the statue. I began shearing more of my green sheep, but then I was visited by the Minotaur. Hey, what brings you here?
I saw what looked to be the beginning of a Minotaur statue. Looks great.
What? It's clearly a Hydra. I mean, can't you tell by the neck?
Well, in my eyes, everything is a Minotaur. Hydra is just a snake Minotaur with many heads. Rabbit is just furry Minotaur with cute ears. Etika.
You mean etc.? Anyway, is there anything I can help you with? The Minotaur said he was searching for Hercules as well. I asked him to join me and to stay at my base, but he declined.
I know what I must do. Goodbye, friend.
Okay, safe travels. I made another room in the base, just in case the Minotaur decided to change his mind. I made it huge, with a big bed, decorations everywhere, and a library for his entertainment. On days 67 through 70, the witch showed up once again.
I have come back, my friend.
Stay away, you ugly witch!
Oh, no. You have nothing to worry about.
She seemed to have a different approach this time, like she was trying to be friendly. But the witch could not be trusted, so I prepared for an attack. Then she told me something unexpected.
I'm not here for your lovely heads.
Is that so?
Yes, in fact, I'm here for something better.
The witch walked past me and headed towards Carl. Well, what are you doing? The witch picked up Carl, and before I could do anything, they vanished. No, not Carl! How dare you! The only thing that was left was a map, so I quickly grabbed it. As I looked at the map, I thought of the horrible things she could do to Carl. I needed to find him. Okay, I'm glad she left this map, so I know it won't be too difficult getting to Carl. I'm going to save you, man! I took the map with me and started following the directions. That is one dumb witch, I tell ya.
You know, I have to agree with you on this one.
It was on days 71 through 74 in which I made it to a jungle. In front of me stood a great lion. It was guarding the path deeper into the jungle. Let me in. I have to save my friend.
First, you solve a riddle.
Okay. Well, what is it?
If you feed it, it lives. If you water it, it dies.
Oh, that's so easy! It's fire!
Oh, wow. You got that really quick.
Yeah, we did. Sometimes having 3 brains comes in handy. The lion let me in, and soon after, I found the witch's hideout right inside a jungle pyramid. Okay, there she is. Oh, she's looking the other way. I gotta be super sneaky about this, guys. I found Carl. He was trapped in a cage, but I broke him out. The witch didn't even notice. Come on, Carl. Let's ditch this popsicle stand. Carl and I left without a second thought, and I had a plan on how to beat the witch, but I would be needing some help. From days 75 through 78, I found the Minotaur and asked him to join me to take down the witch. This journey won't be easy, but with your help, we can defeat her. Please, we are one step closer. I've already reached her base, so now I can make a great plan of attack.
Fine, I will help you. But first, I need a feast.
A feast? What for?
Well, I carry a big belly, you see. I need lots of energy if I'm going into battle.
Okay, fine. Let's do this.
We need to make sure my feast has several different meats. I like options.
The Minotaur and I set out to hunt various wild animals. First, we found some pigs. Unfortunately for the pigs, there was no chance for escape. The Minotaur destroyed them. Nice, we got some pork chops. Let's see what else we can add to the menu. We then found a few cows. We grew relentless as we both got hungrier throughout the day. The cows got torn to shreds.
This feast is going to be delicious, but it's missing one more thing.
Perhaps some chickens. I hear some, but they're kind of far. Let's go before they get away. Come on. We quickly left to hunt for some chickens. When we arrived, the Minotaur attacked all the chickens, so we had a lot more meat for the feast. This should be enough. Let's get back and cook all the meat. As soon as we got back, I wasted no time roasting the meat.
Yummy. This is just what I needed. By the way, you know Hercules has a weakness, right?
What? Why are you telling me this now?
Well, I forgot before. He's pretty short-tempered and dumb, so that's when he makes mistakes.
Good to know. Let's get some rest before we do this. I went to bed, thinking how I could use the Minotaur's knowledge to my advantage. On days 79 through 84, I decided it was time to travel with the Minotaur to look for the witch. I think we have everything we need to go find her.
I agree. Let's go then.
We made our way into the swamp and then came across a hut, so we made a stop. I wonder who lives here. Either way, we should check it out, right?
Definitely. This could be her house or belong to one of her witchy friends. We could get some clues, so let's go inside.
We approached the hut and a witch stepped out. The witch! I found you!
Oh, no, I'm her twin sister. What brings you here?
Whoa, you two are exactly alike. But I guess that checks out. Well, I'm looking for your sister. This is her map, and it seems to lead somewhere in this direction. Maybe you know something.
Oh, that crazy lady! Already getting into trouble. So what'd she do this time?
She's done some terrible things. I need to tell you what happened. I explained to her about my situation and how the witch was after my head. She even stole my friend Carl. I must stop her.
Oh, your poor friend. Oh, my sister is a very cruel person.
She warned me about the witch and how it was not a good idea to look for her. I know it won't be easy, but I have my friend to help me. I'm I'm confident that I can defeat her. Please help me find her. She finally agreed to help me and gave me a map that led to the witch's base and a helm of darkness.
Here, you can also take this helmet. It'll make you invisible.
I put on the helmet and I disappeared right away. Nice! This helmet really works. Wait, Minotaur, you can see me?
I see through heat signatures.
Oh, okay. With my new tool, I was ready to face off the witch. Thank you. You're nothing like your sister. Goodbye. The Minotaur and I left the swamp and followed the map to the evil witch. On days 85 through 89, I followed the map and it led to an underground asylum. All right, let's go inside. What do you say?
I'm afraid I'm not gonna fit in there. I'll have to stay out here.
All right. Hopefully I make it out alive. See ya. Inside the asylum, I was met with dangerous mobs, such as armored wither skeletons and armored husks. Eventually, I was able to emerge victorious. Gotta find Carl before it's too late. With the practice I had from the labyrinth, finding the witch's study was a piece of cake. Stop, you witch. It's over.
I have been expecting you. Did you really think my sister would help a three-headed freak?
What? This was all a trap? I should have saw that coming.
And now that you're here, you have front row seats to watch your little worm friend die.
No! Carl! Why would you do this?
Now I can brew my potion for Hercules, and he will be much stronger than you.
I wanted to fight and kill the witch, but right as I was about to attack, she summoned her trap card, and I was left face to face with a monster Cyclops. Bring it on, big giant dum-dum. He had so much muscle, he was able to hit me super hard. Is that the best you got? I used my poison to keep my distance. With time, I outlasted the one-eyed freak. Oh, Carl! You were too good for this world! On days 90 through 93, I left the asylum feeling defeated now that I lost my friend. The witch killed Carl. I can't believe she took him from me.
Oh no! I am sorry about Caro, Bronzo. We're not letting her get away with this.
What could we do, Minotaur? I'm running out of ideas.
Let's go back to our base and make a new plan. This isn't the end of our attack.
I took the Minotaur's advice, and we made our way into the woods. Suddenly, I spotted a group of impusas, some winged women with fiery hair. I've heard that these guys are extremely sneaky with their attacks.
Well then, we have to be sneakier than they are. Let's battle them.
They saw us and quickly charged with an attack, shooting beams of light at us. Their wings make it extra tricky for me to aim. I slashed some of their wings and shot them down as I saw the Minotaur do the same. Luckily, the Minotaur and I made a great team, and we were able to defeat them all, working together.
Nice! See, we can handle anything that comes our way, Bronzo.
You're right. Let's keep moving. We continued walking through the woods, and then started losing track of where we were headed.
I don't know about you, Bronzo, but I'm feeling a little lost.
Honestly, me too. Where should we go? There's several paths now.
Don't worry, I have a magic conch.
Okay. How will that even help us?
Don't question the wisdom of the magic conch.
Sure, I guess. The Minotaur started talking to the magic conch as I stood there in confusion.
Oh, magic conch shell, what do we need to do to get out of the forest?
The shell actually spoke back and told us which way to go.
Go west towards the river, then take a right.
The magic conch shell has spoken. We must go west.
I thought it was very random that the Minotaur put his trust into a talking shell, but at this point, I needed all the help I could get, so I followed his directions. From days 94 through 96, I finally returned to my sweet home base. But there was trouble. Hercules himself was here with the witch's potion. What are you doing here, Hercules? Leave before I slay you.
I don't think you will be doing any slaying around here.
What do you mean by that? Hercules drank the witch's potion, instantly turning him into some freak of nature. He was buff Hercules.
You never stood a chance against me before, and now you really don't.
I'll take you on right now. Come on, let's get at it.
Why are you so eager to fight me? Especially when I left you such a nice gift.
Hercules was of course being sarcastic because the gift he left me was TNT all over my statue. No, please, I worked so hard on this. Don't do it.
Too late. See ya, loser.
The TNT made an enormous explosion, and my statue was no more. I was big sad. So sad, I had no motivation to rebuild the statue. All my anger went towards killing Hercules. I hate you, Hercules!
I'm sorry for your Minotaur statue, Bronzo. Is there anything I can do to make you feel better?
Well, there is one thing. You and everyone watching can like the video, comment down below what mob I should be next, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That would really cheer me up.
You've got it, Bongo. Everyone does the same. Now! And hit that notification button so you never miss another video.
Thanks a lot. That did help. On days 97 through 98, it was time to finish this once and for all. Okay, I'm ready to put an end to this. I thought to myself, if I went back to the witch's sister, I could threaten her to tell me where the witch and Hercules were. That mean witch set me up for failure. No witch can be trusted. I must go get some answers. I headed back into the swamp and brought the Minotaur with me since he had the conch, just in case we got lost again. I arrived at the witch's house and started threatening her to give me the right directions.
Oh, hello again. What brings you back here? Everything all right?
How dare you set me up like that? No playing games. I'm here to obtain the truth. The witch took a few steps back and didn't say anything. She was shaken, knowing I was furious at her. Speak up, you witch! Your sister took my friend's life. I'm ready to end this once and for all. Where is she? I started growing frustrated as the witch kept quiet. Then, my good and bad heads started talking to her.
All right, you ugly witch. If you don't tell us where your sister and Hercules are, I'm gonna eat your head in one bite. What he's trying to say is that if you don't speak up, you're gonna be in big trouble. Make it double, because you're gonna be dead.
Yeah, what they said. I felt like my heads were actually being helpful, because the witch grew more scared and finally said something.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you where they are.
We definitely scared her, because she then handed me the coordinates with a compass. Aha! Finally! I'll take this. You're lucky my bad head didn't chop your head off. Goodbye. I followed her directions and headed towards the new battleground.
I hate those kids!
It was finally day 99. The Minotaur and I found an underground base. We were getting closer to the witch, and revenge would be mine. Keep an eye out for the monsters. I barely finished my sentence before being attacked by armored piglins. The witch must have hired them for security. Back up, you crusty bacon heads!
There's so many of them, but I will prevail.
With our combined strength, the Minotaur and I defeated the piglins and kept moving forward to find the cursed witch. We then were attacked by magma slime and some armored skeletons. Some of them were even riding phantoms. There are so many mobs!
We got this, Bozo.
Along with the slimes and skeletons, we saw some blaze appear. So we kept fighting until we defeated everyone. Yeah, we did it. Now let's find that witch. As we made our way through the base, we finally found her. She seemed to be glad about it, though.
So you finally found me. Big mistake.
The witch wasted no time with talking. She was flying with the use of an elytra, but luckily, I was able to get a few hits on her with my poison shots. Flying won't save you. You ugly witch, come down and face me.
Nah. Why don't you learn to fly instead?
The witch was dropping all kinds of dangerous splash potions on our heads. I needed another way to win.
I'm practically useless here. We need to get her on the ground.
I'm working on it. She's too fast. Oh, I got her!
Ah! Oh, you pest! Now your horned friend will pay for what you've done!
The witch ran up to the Minotaur and got a huge hit on him with her Naga dagger.
Ay, ay, ay!
No, I won't let another friend die! Hey-ya!
Ah!
Although I killed the witch, it looked like it was too late for the Minotaur.
I'm not going to make it, Bronzo.
No, come on, you have to pull through.
I wish I could. Do me a solid and avenge me. Kill Hercules. Blah.
Ah, no! I forgot I had the healing stick. Dang it! Oh, I'm gonna miss that guy. The Minotaur was right. Hercules was to blame, and I would be the one to kill him. Luckily, the witch dropped a notebook leading right to his base. It was day 100, and I found Hercules.
Come to meet your end.
The only ending I'm looking for is yours.
You think you can defeat a demigod? I have killed a HYDRA before. I can do it again.
Well, I once killed your half-brother, so I think I can do this. Prepare to fight.
With pleasure.
The battle was grand. Hercules was strong, with all his muscles, and wielded an axe that could shoot me into the sky. But luckily, I could regenerate the health I lost from the fall, but only if I was able to dodge his next attacks.
You are weak, relying on your regeneration. Fight me like a man.
How about I fight you like a snake? I used my poison while I healed to keep him away from me, as well as my Helm of Darkness to make sure he couldn't see me while I healed. I was able to use my pendant to get lightning strikes on Hercules, but he used his father's lightning as well, striking me whenever he could.
Enough of this foolishness. I'll take you down like I did your brother, with a flame sword. This will make it so that you cannot regrow your decapitated heads.
Wait, I can regenerate my heads?
Oh yeah, did we forget to mention that?
Oh, you know, that's where the whole chop off one head, grow two more thing comes from Captain America. Why didn't you guys tell me this?
Well, we didn't want you growing new heads willy-nilly.
Plus, we didn't want to be replaced. Whatever, this is the last day anyway, and I need to kill this beast of a man. The battle continued, and I made sure not to get any of my heads chopped off. Is that the best you got?
You're far more persistent than I took you for, but no matter, I will become victorious.
Not if we can help it. And with that, I struck the final blow.
No!
We did it!